Let's start with some good news, although I don't really like it when movies fail, even if it is Michael Moore. But let's jump into the article and start the day with a good note, I suppose. Michael Moore's Fahrenheit 11.9 tanks at the box office. I blame Jack Tapper. Why are these people always blaming each other? I blame Jake Tapper. So Michael Moore's anti-Trump documentary Fahrenheit 11/9 tanked at the box office according to Deadline. Although Fahrenheit 11/9 opened this weekend on a massive number of screens, it projected to earn a paltry $3 million. After a decade of disappointments from the Oscar-winning director, filmmaker, even early projections for what was supposed to be Moore's comeback film did not look promising, a mere $6 million. But the reality is even worse, half of that. Outside the fact that he had not hit a hit since Sicko grossed an expected $24.5 million all the way back in 2007, Fahrenheit 11/9's humiliating opening is especially embarrassing when you consider it opened in an astonishing 1,719 theatres. The whole idea behind Michael Moore's anti-Trump document was to recapture the glory days of Fahrenheit 9/11, which opened in the summer of 2004 in just 868 theatres to an astonishing $24 million. It would go on to gross 119 million. So Fahrenheit 9/11 is a blistering attack on President George W. Bush's invasion of Iraq, still holds the record for the highest grossing political documentary in history. To give you an idea of how popular it was, second place, Dono DeSalvo's Obama's America, grossed $33.4 million, or about $87 million less than Fahrenheit 9/11. It would be a miracle if Fahrenheit 11/9, which is the new one, reaches $10 million. So look, but there's more for it, but we'll just jump into it now. The reason why I think it's failing is because of the fact that he's a damaged brand. At the end of the day, Michael Moore has a reputation now. He has a reputation of someone who gives Jigglypuff a run for their money. And at the end of the day, people are over it. People are sick of it. And people are sick of him and his fear-mongering and whatnot. Look, at the end of the day, I liked the original Fahrenheit, which is Fahrenheit 9/11. I believe. Was that the right way? I always get these two. Yeah, 9/11. Because it was it was factual. It was, Iraq. It was the whole weapons of mass destruction charade. It was something that was real. This one, Fahrenheit 11/9, from what I've seen, and I might watch it someday just to let you guys know, it seems like it's more opinion-based. And that's where I reckon he has a bit of an issue. Because of the fact he's not actually going through and reporting facts like he did with the original Fahrenheit. But let's keep going. This weekend's failure for Fahrenheit 11/9, the title comes from the date Trump won the election, November 9th, 2016, is fairly clear-cut sign America is tired of Michael Moore, including those on the left. The 64-year-old has been exposed repeatedly as a dishonest filmmaker, a hypocrite who lives the high life among the 1%, and his overall filmmaking approach feels played out. This failure cannot be blamed on critics who boast Fahrenheit 11/9 to an 80% refresh rate at Rotten Tomatoes. Moore also enjoyed a ton of free publicity. To be fair though, this flop is not all Moore's fault. Okay, interesting. What used to be Moore's unique approach to left-wing propaganda is now everywhere on YouTube, cable news, and all over the pages of the Washington Post and the New York Times. Over the last decade, as Moore's documentary style, a style he helped create and almost single-handedly popularized, went mainstream, the aging filmmaker's approach has remained staled with the same kind of stale stunts and now uploads daily by others on YouTube, and some kind of hate-inciting propaganda we now spewed relentless by the established media. Let me put it this way. Back in 2004, and even though I supported Bush and the Iraq War, that was the guy writing this, not me by the way, I was opposed to it, was dazed by Fahrenheit 9/11. If you set aside your personal beliefs and just watch it for what it is, its brilliant energy and authenticity of Fahrenheit 9/11 cannot be denied. Subsequently viewings have not changed my mind. Fahrenheit 9/11 is a masterpiece. I also enjoyed the wildly dishonest Sicko. Everything Moore has produced, however, since has been garbage. And I've not yet seen Fahrenheit 11/9. I might actually watch it today or tomorrow, if I can get a copy of it, or watch it at the cinemas, quote mark. I might even do a bit of a review on it, actually. If you guys are interested, let me know in the comment section below. Regardless, in Moore's defense, if you take a look around, everyone today is doing Michael Moore. The lies, the stunts, the authenticity included in the establishment media. After all, it was just a few months ago that CNN's Jake Tapper hosted a repugnant anti-gun town hall event where a rape victim was booed. And it was just last week when Tapper devoted an entire segment to the president's penis. What made Moore unique was, however shameless and dishonest, he was in the pursuit of his left-wing goals. But he was never shameless or dishonest as Jake Tapper. Never as hateful and as responsibility of those promoting violence like Tapper's colleagues, Don Lennon and Chris Como. In other words, we go to the movies to see what we cannot see at home. So, what can Moore possibly offer in a world where Jake Tapper is topping him daily? A world where Moore's dishonest and shameless leftism runs wild 24/7 and is just a click away. Okay, so I do think they'd have a bit of a point when they're saying this, but I don't think that's the reason. I haven't seen the film. I can have a guess at what it's like. And at the end of the day, I would say the main reason why Fahrenheit 11/9 is failing, according to this article, is due to the fact that it's Michael Moore. You know what the film's going to be. I can tell you what the film's going to be about now. I don't even have to watch it to let you know exactly. Right? He's going to go through, he's going to pick apart everything that Trump does. He's going to do some grand old stunts where he, dumps horse manure on someone's lawn or something like that. Throw, water. I think he throws water at someone from Flint, Michigan or something. Or throws water on someone or something. It's going to be these sort of over-the-top stunts while taking everything out of context and pushing a left-wing agenda. You don't even have to watch the film to know that. And at the end of the day, they are right in the fact that when they say that what CNN and mainstream media does at the moment is basically what Moore does as a movie base. Yes, you can go to CNN, mainstream media and whatnot, and you can see what Moore would normally put in a film on a daily basis. But that said, I don't think that would actually stop people going to see this, and I think it might be a little premature calling this film a failure. At the end of the day, I think people will go and see this film. However, yeah, I think they'll be flat out pushing 10 million. But I do think people will go and funnel in to go and see it over the next week or two. It's not something that people are going to rush out to see, but I do think they will go through and they will eventually see it, and they will get quite around to it. And that's where I think that this is sort of, at the end of the day, this is something that, CNN, mainstream media, they push all this stuff all the time. They're no longer reporters, they're propagandists, they're journalists that push a propaganda point of view. So they're right in the fact that yes, we can get that every day with just one click with CNN or mainstream media, but I think it's more the fact that people are just tired of his bullshit. They're tired of his lies. They know he's going to push a left-wing agenda regardless of what he covers. He's always going to have some sort of slant to it. People are more aware of that stuff now, and people more want honesty than they do with fake propaganda. At the end of the day, people want me, for example. They want people like me to just tell you the facts, to go through and to be non-objective. And look, no matter how much people say I'm a Trump supporter, and yeah, I do support Trump over Hillary any day of the week, I give Trump shit. I criticize Trump when he does something wrong. If you're on the channel all the time, if you watch all my videos, you will see them where I call him out for doing something wrong. And that's what people want. They want honesty. They don't want to be told anymore what to believe. They want to be told the facts to make up their own mind. But I don't know, guys. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section below. Why do you think this movie appears to be failing at the box office? Is it the fact that Michael Moore is just a tired film creator? People are just sick of what he does? Or is it the fact that it's just the topic? No one really cares about what Michael Moore has to say about Trump. Or do you think it is actually what this article is saying? And do you think it's more about the fact that CNN and whatnot tend to give you this shock value that Michael Moore used to always give you in his movies? CNN and what mainstream media give it to you on a daily basis now. And he's become obsolete. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. If this video has been helpful, please smack a like. If you're new to the channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, there will be a lot of videos uploaded today, so sit back and enjoy the 6 or 8 videos. I'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.